some recommendations from some of the experts on how a relationship.
Who are all single, I guarantee you.
On Match.com. They're all on
right.
Match.com.
They're all on Tinder today.
This is some tips on how to survive the togetherness of a stay-at-home order and a pandemic. Okay, let's get to it with the information and the help. Number one on the top of the list, and we'll run through a handful of them. Cool it with the criticism.
The picking all the time, right? The constant picking.
And you're together, all the familiarity breeds contempt, right?
Right.
Now is not the time to be pointing out mistakes with your partner. The time to be pointing out mistakes is almost never. But in the middle of a crisis, the experts say it's egregious to do that.
Yeah, people are already under stress, and you look at your husband and go, you're chewing like that again. It's got.
See, and then he goes, what? I can't eat?
I'm not chewing like anything.
And then for 9 hours, you avoid each other. Yeah,
exactly. All right, tip number 2. This is a good one. Be more curious than furious. With all the new responsibilities that are brought on by COVID-19, it may feel like your spouse isn't helping out enough. I know this is a major problem with a lot of women, but it's more likely that they're just distracted or have worries that you can't see. So instead of getting angry, why not ask how they're doing and see if you can get to the bottom of it?
Be curious, not furious. And here on the Morning Answer, Brian and Jen, I will be the husband, Jen will be the wife. We'll play out exactly how that's supposed to roll here.
Okay.
Be more curious, don't be furious.
All right, here we go.
Lovely.
Brian.
My dear.
Yeah.
Remember early, I've wanted to know something all day. Can I ask? Because I'm so curious. I just, last night we were having dinner, and you brought me the hot chocolate. And,
yes.
And like you tripped.
I'm sorry I spilled on your lap.
I mean, it hurt so much. But I'm so curious. I'm not angry. No. I was just wondering what happened there.
My slipper just slipped. And, that kind of thing may happen less if I wasn't rushing around so much because I'm doing all the dishes and doing all the housework and making all the meals. Maybe, are you feeling okay? If you're feeling okay, maybe you could help out.
Well, I have to get over the burns first.
Oh.
Let your partner, your spouse, feel bad. Let them feel okay about the current crisis. Let them feel what they feel.
This is also an interesting one on this list of things to do to keep your relationship going.
In quarantine,
make an appointment for your blow-ups. So a lot of people, it's our nature when we're furious, we're mad about something, we just have to let it all out right then and there. They're saying just put a hold on it.
Yeah.
And make a time, like a half hour or so, not longer than 24 hours later, to deal with the problem that you might have and actually have a conversation about it. I think this is a really good tip.
I think it's so good. We should do another live demonstration of how this one works. Jen and I'm the husband, she's the wife. A little dispute flares up, and then here we go.
Could you ever pick up a vacuum?
Oh, please.
I mean, come on.
But I don't know how to do it. I really don't even know how to do it. I mean, I'm never here.
You are never here. You're checked out. Brian,
I love
let's
you.
not do this right now.
Fast forward 3 hours later. I told you I don't know how to do it.
Why can't you pick up a...
So actually...
Do you think when we're married, I still call you Whitman? I don't know.
That's fine. You can call me Whitman. This is about the truth.